TC built buggies, and then Cash LaCroix is going to start working on Stand Back.
This is Blake Schultz.
Now, this is Sam Carter's old buggy, the Predator buggy. And Blake, in his debut season, has really put on a show. Really has shown tremendous heart in a couple of his runs.
Yeah, he's definitely been putting that buggy through its paces.
Yeah.
You can tell he's sitting in there ready to go.
And we are sorry about the intermittent blackouts. We're trying to work through it. Bear with us. I think Blake's going for the old momentum.
I don't know if there's a lot of momentum to be had with that mud puddle at the bottom.
Yeah.
Cash, you've been down there. Tell us how sloppy it is at the bottom of Fable Hill.
Bad.
It's bad.
I just closed my eyes pretty much the whole course.
Well, there you
That's
have
it. He's broke or something. Something's not right.
Blake Schultz.
I don't know if his tire's gone. His front. Yeah, he lost his front tire.
All right. This one is going to be fun to watch. Now, we talked with Ryan. This is Ryan Bremmel. We talked with him yesterday. He's got the 2.0 version of the Hulk buggy.
The big bad. Hey, this is like
unleash.
Yeah, this is like when David Banner got mad and turned into the Hulk, and the Hulk was just raging mad. That's what we got right here. We've got. He's not even telling us what the full horsepower of this beast is, but we're gonna say about 1,300 horse or more. Could be 1,400.
Should be plenty to get him up this hill.
Come on.
You know, that much horsepower brings some challenges.
Working his way right up. Man, that rear steer helps, doesn't it, Bree?
Oh, yes it does. And as a person who drives a buggy with rear steer, I'm definitely a fan of it. Well, he's working hard to direct all that horsepower and control it in the right direction here. What'd you say, Cash?
It's him or Timmy in first.
Thank you guys for bearing with us through some of the technical difficulties and blackouts we had earlier. We know you missed part of TC's run. Unfortunately, we can't change that now, but look at it this way. You got to see more than you would have without this show.
For sure, and
So,
we'll probably be posting it up later today or tomorrow. So even though you didn't get to see it live, you're going to get to see that smoking run of 45.96 seconds. That was Ryan Bramhall that you just saw. He is in second place at 56.09. That looks like, is that Timmy Chuck? That's Timmy
That looks like
Sorensen on
it.
the line. That's right.
It's his buggy anyway.
Timmy Chuck Racing. Blake, Ryan. So this looks like somebody sitting in for Mark Nero.
Do we have a force period ready to roll, or what do we got going?
Somebody's running for Mark Nero. I think it's, you know what?
On the start line.
I think it's John Allen Campbell.
Did I copy John Campbell?
That looks like John Allen Campbell sitting in Hillbilly Deluxe running for Mark Nero, my hero, who is currently having a buggy built over at Sunfire Off-Road.
Campbell on the start line. Block is hot.
Not yet, Gilbert, not yet.
He's not here.
John Allen driving it like it's a rental.
Well, it kind of is. Oh,
Changing Cable Hill just a little bit.
If you say that, he probably.
Now, John Allen is one of the most exciting drivers out there, and it's great to see him behind the seat of a bouncer. He should have his new rig ready by next race when we hit Dirty Turtle. Come on, John Allen.
look at the water just flowing down there. I mean, it wouldn't. Cable Hill wouldn't be quite right if it was bone dry, I guess.
Hey, Jason Burgess. How you doing? Manhattan, Kansas. Speaking of Manhattan, Kansas, Ryan Bramhall just hit a time of 56.09, which landed him in second place. He's currently holding second place. Probably a wise decision for John Allen to back on out of there in the rental, pulling double duty.
I see a Maine maniac sitting on the line.
Ah, there he is, the wild man.
Mr. Joe Pierce. We haven't seen him out here lately, have we?
No, Joe's been. I miss Joe in the studio. I like hanging out with Joe in the studio
Maybe
as
we
well.
gotta get him in here.
Yeah.
Jay, Dirty Turtle is in Kentucky.
All right, it's showtime, baby. Joe Pierce. Nice. Look, man, that buggy's working. God, that buggy's working. I know Joe really started working on shock tuning and digging into it, and he's obviously.
Can really see his suspension
Yeah.
working for him here.
This may be. Come on.
What happened?
Now, I don't know about you people, but from where I'm sitting, he was working on the fastest time of the day.
It sure was looking like a good smooth run.
Come on, Joe.
Man, you know, for those out there who say, "Oh, this hill doesn't look too bad," and on camera, it really doesn't.
Yeah,
But
come
I
on
mean,
out. Come on out and see it in person.
Just all you got to do is watch and see what's happening to some of these buggies out here, and get a idea of how tough it really is.
There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that Joe Pierce had the fastest run of the day up until that ledge right there. Speaking of dedication, Bree,
Yes.
this dude, he and Sue come down all the way
Oh my goodness.
from Maine.
That's a crazy amount of driving.
Love and dedication right there.
Not exactly sure what went wrong here, but looks like they're helping him get off the hill. One way or another.
I don't know if it's
Scoot on over here, Cash.
little warning next time
Come on,
there,
here,
Clyde.
you can move that.
Clyde like keeping us on our
Yeah,
toes.
Clyde keeps us guessing. Wanna say hi to everybody?
What's up?
I don't think it's because of our scintillating personalities that Cash is back in the trailer with us. He said he got hot.
Yeah, it's the air
he came back
conditioner
in
that-
here where it's a little bit cooler.
There may be one or two drivers that
But
like
you
to
like
be
us
interviewed.
too, right? But you like us too, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty cool. I'd keep it off there, Clyde. I think we're having pretty good luck with
We're trying to diagnose our technical issues and consider that the AC running might be one of those problems. So it might not be so cool in here anymore after a little while.
and we appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm just going to ask for I'm asking you guys to do one thing for us. Share the feed. The drivers appreciate it. We appreciate it. It gets the sport of rock racing, rock bouncing out there. And Lord knows that these drivers deserve as much recognition as they can get. It's not a cheap sport, is it, Bray?
No.
I mean, you drive. You've got
Thank
a
you.
pretty, excuse my language, y'all. Cash, close your ears for a second, please. Close your ears. It's a pretty badass buggy that you got. And,
It is when it's all in one piece.
you know, we interview a lot of drivers, and I always like to figure out not just how they finance it, but just how they do it, because they
My
make-
bad.
It's like Stacy Wilhoit. He just blew a tranny.
Transmission?
Transmission. Yeah, my bad.
Yep. Moving on.
Yeah. And he took 4th place, and it was a heck of a run, but it's probably going to cost him about $2,000 to get it back up and running. So it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what these drivers have to do. Look at who's on the line.
Stopped you mid-sentence, didn't it?
That's unmistakable. Hey, by the way, I got a Bubba Bacon T-shirt, and
Yeah.
if y'all look, if you want to represent TBR, Team Bacon Racing, hit up Bubba on Facebook. Rob, thank you for noticing. I'm down 30 pounds, sir.
Get it, Bubba.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new leader.
4.7.
Bubba Bacon currently. Hang on one sec. 34.74. Bubba Bacon is currently sitting in first place in the overall points in the chase for the national championship. And he just laid down a smoking time. Is that Sam Carter on the line?
I think so. Did I copy Sam Carter? Did I copy Sam Carter?
Now, I don't know what Sam's going to do right now, but I overheard that the buggy is not 100%. So, He's going to give it his all. You can guarantee that.
Does anybody see Adam Ringer, and can you ask him if he's running?
He's running, but I'm not sure.
Come on, Sammy.
Also, if someone can get in front of that, if it's not working, get in front of that.
There it is. Heat them front stickies up, Sam. You got the right idea there.
Matt, your feet hadn't worked since you started for some reason. I don't know why.
Sam caught her out the top
Nice
with a
and done.
great time of 58.37.
A much better ending than his UTV lap. Had a bit of a tough break there.
All right, y'all. We have got the B on the line. That's the Hornet, baby.
Anybody wants to help to find him?
Who's running this hill?
Is it Steven? Or is it
Is that Steven or Nick? All right, it's
one
either
member of Team
yeah.
Raging Hornet.
It's either Nick, Nick Campbell, or Steve Robinson behind the wheel. All right, they got the course hot right now. I'm gonna say that's Nick Campbell. That's Nick. I'm gonna say that's Nick Campbell. Cash said wrong.
No, Cash said why.
No, that's Nick Campbell.
I don't know. Maybe Steve Robinson
No, that's Nick Campbell.
Got a bug in his bonnet.
He driving it like he's at Dry Creek in Hardin County, Tennessee. That is Nick Campbell.
Come around that corner, Nick. Oh,
Get it, son.
nice.
52.53,
Cassie says the yellow fly.
Hey, Rob, they run as a team, sir. So the buggy is Steve's buggy, but
We don't always know which one of them's driving.
exactly.
This is flat. Who do we have lined up there?
Cassie, that's what we figured.
52-53.
Brown versus Raging
That's right, Cassie. Mark Gooch. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, so people, hang out 2 seconds. We're going to be right back after this.
Number one.
Or not. Maybe we'll just stay here. We're
Yeah.
having so much fun.
Doesn't look like we're going to have time for a short break because Randall Key's making it to the line. And I had a little bit of disheartening news. I got excited, when I saw these switchbacks and tight turns. I'm like, Randall's about to smoke this. But the bad news is his rear steer, not functional right now.
Well, I believe it's functional, but not the return to center.
The return to
function.
center
so
is not.
it's there, but Getting it lined back up again is true. I've been there. We didn't.
I'd be surprised if he uses it.
Yeah, it would be pretty sketchy to try that in a race like this.
Exactly. Now, Randall, I believe, is currently in 10th place overall in the season, and that is absolutely not good enough for him. He is pushing so hard for a 5th place to get into the top 5. Cassie, we're going to try to count it up and see when Will's running. Maybe about 3 or 4 more?
In the next couple, yeah.
Yeah,
not
maybe 3 more, Cassie. Alan Rainey, the Raging Hornet, lives in Nashville, in the Nashville area. Steve Robinson is from Central Tennessee, but Nick Campbell, one of the drivers on his team, is
there's Steve walking
from
across
Hardin
the
County.
Screen right now.
Yeah, there's Steve Robinson, as you can see. Nick Campbell, he's hails from Hardin County, Tennessee, the Savannah area, and cut his teeth in the swamps of Dry Creek on Pickwick Lake. A little
the swamps of Dry Creek. That sounds like an oxymoron.
It is a total oxymoron. We're gonna have to get you out there one day. It's pretty awesome. So basically, what's going on right now? The only delay on the last run, the dipstick blew out of the motor or tranny, and they're trying to find it at the top of the hill. So we're going to be back right after this. Don't you go anywhere. Hit that share button, baby.
Affordable EFI is in sight now with Sniper EFI from Holley. Easy to install, self-tunes, and replaces most 4-barrel carbs. Forget cold start issues, hesitations, vapor lock, and flooding. Get big performance starting at just $999.95. Sniper EFI.
What's up, everybody? I'm Matt Holt with High Society Off-Road and the Hyperactive Rock Bouncer, and you're watching Hillside Live.
Hey, that was just Matt Holt saying what's up to everybody. Hey, where's Matt at?
It's a good question.
I don't know. Matt, where you at, my boy? We miss old Matt. You know, it's just so hard on some of these racers putting together these new buggies, and Matt, he's putting the finishing touches on his brand new buggy, and I know he's frustrated that he couldn't be here with us. It's kind of a heartbreaker for him, and us also, because we may give him a little bit of heck, but we love the old boy. He's giving it his all. Can't wait to see him at the next one. And we got Craig Weichewald, Reichewand. Craig Reicher.
Don't hurt yourself there.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Where are you from?
Craig Reichewald, nice to hear from you. Thanks for joining us.
What's up, Craig?
Clyde says, "What's up, Craig?"
Get it, Randall.
Cash said, "What's up?" Back to you as well. Ain't that right, Cash?
Yep.
Now, for those of you out there who don't know this, Randall is a paraplegic, and he is paralyzed from the waist down.
He drives completely with hand controls. Every function is hand controls, which is amazing. Come on, Randall.
Get out the top, son. Yes! Yes! With a smoking time of 51:10.
Anytime, Craig. All right, this looks like Clint Evans in the general.
My man from Missouri, Clint Evans. And a huge shout out to my friend Bob Williams and his wife Pam from Bikini Bottoms. They do an incredible job all year long keeping these hills what they are and keeping this park going. Most of us don't have any idea what it takes to run and maintain an off-road park, but they put their hearts, souls, and lives into this, and we can't thank them enough, man. It's why
people like that make it possible for us to do events like this.
So you know, there are so many different facets of our off-road family, from the drivers to the promoters to the people helping on the side of the hill. We haven't talked about the recovery crew, the RCV recovery crew yet today.
Also people that make these events possible.
So many volunteers who I wish I could just name right now. Clyde, we need to get a credit screen together one of these days and roll everybody's name down on the credits at the end, and because everybody deserves just a huge shout out, you know.
That would be a pretty long list.
Yeah. All right. It sounds like Clint's going. He told me right before this run that he got a brand new can of gas, of Go Fast gas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that kind of gas.
Yeah. Currently, Bubba Bacon sitting in first place, Timmy Cameron in second, and Randall Key in third place currently.
Yeah.
Can you say heck yeah too, y'all? Come on, Clint. Word on the street is Clint's working on a new one as well.
Michael Ratliff, yes, this is Hill 1, and yes, there will be another one after this.
Come on, Clint. Wow. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, on hill number 1, we have somebody new in second place.
All right, now this is Brian Dorsey. We talked to him yesterday and posted a quick interview. If you want to see that, you can go to the Southern Rock Racing Series Facebook page. This is his first race with us. He came and watched when we were in Bridgeport and decided to get in on the fun himself. So this is Mr. Brian Dorsey, his first time racing with us.
Man, he's been in great spirits all weekend.
He has. We had a great time talking with him yesterday, getting to know him a little bit.
He said he was going to hold it, didn't he?
He did. So we'll see what happens.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, if Brian holds it, the crowd is going to go buck wild. Because this is his first race. He's been trail riding for years.
And if you too are a person who is a fan of the sport and wants to become part of it as a racer, then go to the SRRS.rocks website, and there you can find out all the information that you need to join the series as a driver. You know, make sure you got the right specs and safety equipment on your buggy and everything else that you need, and you can find all the guidelines there, and you can come out here just like Brian and join in.
Right. Well, let me ask you this, Clyde Bynum. Has Clint Evans ever made the podium?
Not sure.
I'm not sure either. I don't remember it. I could be wrong. He may have made it 2 or 3 of them. But I personally don't think he's ever made one. And currently, he is sitting in second place on hill number 1. So it's a heck of a...
He was on a mission.
Man. I see that. I like that. The general was on a mission. Okay. Hey, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys sharing this. We couldn't do it without you. The drivers appreciate it more than anything. If you haven't already, share it with your grandma in Omaha, all right?
Yes, force is hot, clock is hot, Brian Dorsey.
Now he
There
said,
you go.
apart from trail riding, he has pretty much 0 racing seat time in this buggy. And starting out on a hill like this, I mean,
Wow.
that's pretty impressive.
Now imagine if Clint didn't have to back up on that point right there.
Oh no!
Oh
Broken
boy.
tie rod.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Well, hopefully we'll get that fixed before hill number 2.
You know what? Even still, he came out here. He made it up Cable Hill. He's got a taste for it now.
Yeah, he does. The man from Texas, Brian Dorsey. And we appreciate everybody tuning in. My name's Dave Z, and I'm hanging out with my partner in crime, Bree Molitor, at the 2018 SRRS Round 2, sponsored by Holley EFI. Thank you very much for that, Clyde. We appreciate it. And we're just going to sit here.
I feel like I wish we had a camera we could turn around on Clyde.
I think we're going to have to we're going to have to do that next race.
Alright, this looks like Will Stewart.
That would have been bad if we would have had some donuts back here and you had.
I had a donut earlier.
We just got
in my
lucky
hand.
with that. Now,
Clyde just missed his opportunity with that one.
right? Well, this is the 4th race in the quest for the national championship.
You're not wrong, Dave.
Here it is, Cassie.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
Hang on, Cassie. We got him, Cassie. All right, I'm done.
Will obviously had a very specific line that he wanted up the right side of Cable Hill. We got the thumbs up. Well,
It's not a Holley, but
he had a line and he tried for it. It didn't work out.
Oh, it's
That's
Clyde.
racing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Clyde. Yeah. Okay, we're back.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. So, looks like they're getting Will Stewart.
Cassie said she
Dialed
told
in.
him not to do that. Cassie, we need to just put you in the buggy.
What do you
When
think,
are you
Cass?
going to race? Huh? No, he's not on fire.
Is that him right there?
No.
No. Looks like they got Jack Porter on the scene.
Jack
So everything
attack.
must be fine if Jack's on the scene.
Jack will take care of it.
Now, for everybody in West Tennessee, most of you probably know Mr. Jimmy Flynn. One of his monikers is the Pope of Pickwick, the Pope of Dry Creek. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Happy
And
birthday, Jimmy.
hey, while all of you were singing happy birthday, we're going to be back in just a minute. Hey, we're going to be back in just a minute.
Rick's Powder Coating. Start with a great finish.
Raw power, we crave it. Hammer down, throttle open. Nitro nose differentials and nitro nose power. With a range of parts to meet all needs. Quality, all conditions.
This is Randall Key, and you're watching Rock Racing TV.
Do us again. Clyde!
I don't know what.
Those little clips for the drivers are 4 seconds off.
Yeah, but we're looking at each
There's
other.
some
Hey guys,
consternation.
a lot of these drivers were working on their rigs throughout the night. Right now, what you're looking at, people, is Will Stewart. He had an unfortunate glitch at the beginning of his run.
Yeah, he had a specific line picked out, obviously, you know, at making his way up to Cable Hill, and that it did not work out for him.
Now, so many, well, every one of these drivers has their complete heart in this, but as far as like William Stewart, like he eats, breathes, and lives racing. He is the proprietor of Batcave Customs, as a lot of you know. He does a lot of cages for the Razors and puts out a good quality product. He's not paying for this, but he does. This is what so many drivers do to finance the love of racing.
It takes a lot to be a serious competitor in this sport.
Just really unfortunate, and it takes.
Just take a look at Will's buggy right now.
That's right. It takes someone like Cassie Stewart.
Cassie.
Oh boy.
Cassie says,
Yeah.
Will, you better postpone going home for
Yeah, we're not going to show Will what Cassie's writing right now because it's bad.
Oh, that's funny.
But even though we're having some technical difficulty, we appreciate all of you hanging out with us. We're having a blast. The weather is perfect in Dyersburg, Tennessee.
This weekend.
Yeah,
if you're just joining us, we're here. We're at Bikini Bottoms ORV Park in Dyersburg, Tennessee. This is the second installment of the Southern Rock Racing Series, fourth total race for the National Rock Racing Championship overall.
And this is Bree Molitor over here, ladies.
Yeah, I guess I
and
should have
gentlemen.
led with that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. She probably did. I've got 2 hours sleep, but it's all good. I'm Dave Z, and Clyde Bynum is the guy flipping switches over there.
Labeled as the UTV class, I just thought about that.
And he's talking to himself right now, and
Telling us all the mistakes that have been made today. Guys, if you can't tell, we're having fun. We're having fun. We're just pushing through.
Yes, we are. And we've seen some amazing. Let's talk about who's where and what is how. Bubba Bacon is currently sitting in first place. Clint Evans, go figure. Now, Bubba, he is trying to retain that first place slot overall for the season.
Bubba has been on fire,
man,
this season.
God.
For SRRS, or the whole series and also all the other races he's been participating in. We talked to him a little bit yesterday. You'll probably be seeing a quick interview with him up on the Southern Rock Racing Series Facebook page sometime in the near future.
Is that my guy from East Tennessee, from Kodak?
I believe this is Ryan Boyd, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Cassie, I have no idea what might have happened to the buggy. If you guys ever want to know more about the series, or if you want to be able to plan a weekend to come out and watch some of these races in person, you can head to the website at srrs.rocks and find all the information for upcoming events there. Find one that's close to you, make your plans to come out. I mean, I know the show is pretty awesome, right? But it's just as much fun, if not more, to just be able to be here in person, experience the crowd, and just the excitement, that comes from being able to watch all this happening in front of you. So check out the website, go look up the event schedules, and you can find, merchandise and apparel there. You'll find the videos and driver profiles if you want to know more about the drivers and the vehicles. SRRS.rocks has all the information.
And Ryan Boyd is making his way up Fake Cable Hill. Or Fable Hill, as you call it, Bree.
I think we could make Fable Hill a thing. I don't know.
I'm on
I don't
board.
know, Clyde. Can we make that a thing?
Fable Hill.
He doesn't look convinced. I do want royalties, though.
Come on, Ryan.
I accept payment in chocolate.
Now, for those of you who are wondering about the mud at the bottom of the synthetic Cable Hill, that was put there. About 1,000 pounds of mud was hauled in to put there to make it a little bit more challenging, if you will.
Because naturally, it was not challenging enough.
No.
So they've
a
got
straight up
there's
wall.
A hose at the top of the hill, I believe, with stream of water coming down.
So after this, are we going to be doing some Barbie Jeep racing down Fake Cable Hill?
Oh, that sounds painful.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Obviously, without enough momentum, this is a real struggle.
Now, where's Jake Berkey when you need him to do a 180 on Cable Hill when you need him?
It's crazy how much this really does look like Cable Hill.
The way those bouncers are actually moving on it.
Yeah. Especially with the mud.
God!
Nice. Had to battle his way up Fable Hill there, but with a still nice smooth run.
Now, in another red buggy, we got an old Hillbilly Deluxe. Timmy Sorensen from Timmy Chuck Racing. Hillbilly Deluxe. He's been doing some tuning on it this week. Had the motor tuned a bit. Hopefully, she'll be running better than she has past few races.
Harold York, you're right.
Oh,
Cable
boy.
Hill is surrounded by trees. The original Cable Hill. I've actually raced on it a couple times myself. So the scenery is a bit different than it is here, obviously. But the actual chute itself if you will. The rocks
Oh
very,
my
very
god.
similar here.
Hillbilly isn't acting like it needs to be acting. Same. It's just about the same problem he has been having, not being able to get those RPMs where they need it. Looks like the driver's front wheel is done. So Timmy's in three-wheel drive right now.
And you can tell he's probably not happy about it.
He's not happy, but he's venting a little bit on that mud hole at the beginning.
And that's got to be a disappointment for Tim Sorensen. But at least Sarah got to run earlier
right.
and she finished.
Looks like Brandon Davis taking the line. Brandon Davis is currently sitting in second place overall in the quest for the National Championship Cup. Nice guy, yeah. Die-hard competitor, absolutely. This very well could be Brandon's year. Brandon has stuck with it the past 2 years, has been right there at the top both years, and this year he's setting himself up for something. Setting himself up for something big.
Well, he tried a little bit of that right side line like Will Stewart was going for, I think.
Man, he's got that unfinished business buggy sounding great.
It's taking care of business now.
Yes.
Nice. Great
We've
run
got
from
a
Brandon.
new third place holder, 3766. And we're going to let you know where everybody's standing here in a second. Currently in first place, we have Bubba Bacon. In second place, Brandon Davis. Third place, Clint Evans. Timmy Cameron sitting in fourth. Randall Key in fifth. The Raging Hornet in sixth. Ryan Bramhall holding down seventh. Sam Carter in eighth. Matt Schisler ninth. Bobby Tanner 10th. Ryan Boyd 11th. At 12th place, Timmy Bacon. 13th, Blake Schultz. 14th, Joe Pierce, Brian Dorsey, and Will Stewart. Tim Bacon, Blake Schultz, Joe Pierce, Brian Dorsey, and Will Stewart all did not finish.
So this is Scott Goforth hitting up the course. Getting a little rowdy out there.
Scott said he did not come here for second place. Maybe Brandon Davis saw something in that right line, didn't he? Him and Will.
You know, you can't see it from this camera angle, but the very bottom of the concrete here on Cable Hill is pretty good sized drop off and bit undercut. I think they've filled it in a bit since yesterday, but I'm sure it's no joke still. So that right side line is why that looked appealing.
Boy, Rum Runner sounds wicked. And he's out the top. Scott Goforth has gotten so competitive this season. Now look who's on the line. That's Lady Agnes. The Agnes buggy is on the line, and Ryan Webb is going to be running both of these runs from Team Kryptonite.
This is a pretty mean looking buggy.
Well, this buggy just won the SRRS King of the Hammers shootout out in California. One of the most heart-wrenching, runs of all time.
For anyone just joining us, we are in Dyersburg, Tennessee this weekend at Bikini Bottoms Off-Road Park. We are here for the second round of the Southern Rock Racing Series. This will be the fourth race for the National Rock Racing Championship overall. We are about halfway through or a little more of the first hill with our bouncers here. We've got a second hill coming up after that. And this is Ryan Webb with Team Kryptonite driving the Agnes buggy on the line.
And if you think Agnes looks wicked, wait till you hear her. Look out. You don't see that every day. RCV recovery crew on the scene.
So Ryan is out safely. Woo, that is not something
that's what
that you
family
see every day.
Did you see that? That's family right there, y'all. Did you see how fast that recovery crew got out there?
Recovery crew. For those of you who aren't familiar, every driver is required to carry 2 fire extinguishers on their buggy, along with the recovery crew, of course.
And one thing that Clyde Bynum and the SRRS are doing, they brought in some pros to talk about full onboard fire suppressant systems for the buggies, which a lot of the drivers already jumped up. I know, I mean, I could think of 5-6 drivers that already jumped up and said, we have to have this.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why there are so many fire extinguishers. That's the reason why we mandate fire suits.
Fire suits, yep. And like I said, you have the interior and exterior fire extinguisher at minimum on the buggy. This kind of stuff doesn't happen often, but when it does, all the safety gear and regulations have to be in place, and they are. So
when was the last time you saw a blower go? I'll tell you what. That's not something that you see every day.
Adrenaline rush just watching that.
You know, that probably happened about 600 feet from us, and we felt the percussion. Percussion
that was loud
here in the trailer. So thank God he's okay. Ryan Webb is such an amazing competitor, and Aaron Self. Thank God they're okay.
Yep.
Agnes just angry today. What did you think about that, Cash LaCroix?
I was walking down to go to Daddy and them, and I just heard something pop. And it was that nitrous.
Yeah.
So we've got cheers and applause outside, so I think everyone's doing good. They just got to get the buggy off the track now.
Now, no matter what it looks like on TV, for the thousands of people in attendance here, it's about 100 times more. It's just so real when there's an explosion like that. So thank God everybody's okay. Hope everybody's doing all right at the house. We're enjoying an amazing day here in Dyersburg, Tennessee.
We are. We couldn't ask for better weather. We got an awesome turnout. I went and walked around a little bit in between UTV and bouncer race shows, and I can't believe the crowd that's out there, honestly.
No.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Why wouldn't you be here? But especially with the weather we're having. Cash, what do you think about our crowd outside?
I don't know. There are a lot of people.
Got a lot of people. And for those of you who don't know this young man right here, this is Cash LaCroix, UTV sensation, soon to be rock bouncing sensation. For those of you who follow the sport of rock bouncing, Timmy Cameron's last buggy that he raced for 2 races in the SRRS that he just tore apart, this young man is picking it up. He's buying it and building it. Do you have any idea, Cash, what kind of motor y'all throwing in it?
Big block Chevy. Oh, it's aluminum, and 800 to 900 horsepower.
So y'all looking to get it up to about
just a little bit, you know.
So young Cash over here looking to rock about 800 to 900 horses. Do you know what kind of transmission and or transfer case? You're gonna run maybe an SCS box?
I have no clue what this stuff is.
Sounds good. So
I was going to tell y'all, you need to put some speakers down here because we can't hear a word you're saying.
hang on one second. We're talking to somebody in the crowd. We're talking to folks on TV, man.
Oh, okay.
Now, that gentleman out there, yeah. Man, we got people.
You got Zach Garner out there.
Yeah, we're not talking to y'all out there.
Oh, okay.
We're talking to people in France.
Oh, so that you're not announcing that.
No, you're talking to people in France right now.
Oh, wow.
Y'all want to say hello to them?
Hello, everybody in France.
All right, yeah, they're from
This is
Oklahoma.
Sam Carter's mama.
Okay.
Carter's racing.
That's right. We got Sam Carter's
She's out here
mama out
representing.
here. That's right, from Oklahoma. We love us some Sam Carter now.
Cash James Cantrell says he needs a rental.
Heck no.
Not just
Shut
no,
down.
but heck no. Anybody got any questions for Cash LaCroix?
James Cantrell. Sorry, James. No such luck.
You've already got a rental from Cole.
He says you already have a rental.
From Cole.
Anybody got any favorite drivers they want to see come on in and interview? We'll try to get them on in here, but if you request a driver, we need you to come up with some questions that you want to.
Yeah, let us know what you're curious about.
Sure.
Are there any drivers standing around out there, Cash?
We got old Cash.
We'll send Cash out for some recon.
Yeah, we got Cash. Yeah.
We had Travis on earlier. Who else is out there?
Cash, go get us a driver, will you? Go get us Stacy Wilhu.
Hillary.
Go get Hillary in here.
We don't have replay currently, guys, but you'll obviously be able to watch all this later today.
That's right.
I should have told him to go get Sam Carter if he's out there.
For sure. He's probably hanging out with him.
We'll see who Cash comes back with.
There's no telling.
This is the first time that we've had Cash hanging out in the trailer with us so far for the series, and it's been pretty fun.
And this has been our biggest recovery of the day.
Yeah.
So we appreciate y'all sticking with us. Please hit that share button. You're helping out these drivers. You're helping spread the sport of rock bouncing worldwide. What's it looking like out there, Clyde Bynum?
Intake completely exploded.
So the intake completely exploded.
LSX intake. Plastic intake exploded.
Wow. So you heard it here first. He was running a plastic LSX intake, and it exploded.
With a very loud bang and a
Bang.
wildfire.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break while we finish up the recovery of Agnes here, so stick with us and we'll be right back.
Power, progression, determination, innovation, experience, speed. We are Super ATV. With industry-leading suspension, heavy-duty Rhino brand axles, and all-out performance tuning, let Super ATV fuel your off-road passion. Visit superatv.com.
No matter how big or tough the job gets, Alpha Specialties has the trailer that's right for you at a great price.
Whether you're hauling ATVs, bulldozers, or whatever, Alpha Specialties has a lot full of trailers to fit your needs and an experienced service team that'll never let you down. Alpha Specialties is your one-stop shop for quality trailers, parts, and service.
Now offering customized North Star truck beds starting at $1,700 and Mission Aluminum enclosed trailers with a lifetime warranty. Whatever you're hauling, Alpha Specialties will get you there.
Hey, this is Kyle Crouch, and you're watching Hillside Live.
And that was my man Kyle Crouch. You know, Kyle Crouch of the Bad Donkey family.
Bad Donkey.
Yeah. Bad Donkey's been doing pretty good on the old circuit lately, and Kyle, he's been a busy gentleman himself, putting together that new buggy. And hopefully we'll see him soon. We miss you, Kyle. What's up, y'all? We got Bob and Pam Williams stopping in, the owner of Bikini Bottoms, and his wife. Amazing people making this happen. If you've never been to Bikini Bottoms and you're in the vicinity of Dyersburg, Tennessee, you'd be remiss if you didn't stop by. Say what's up to the Williams clan.
Back over here, Bob, when you get done.
I can't find Hillary.
Is Will Stewart out there?
Hey, Sandy, I know what you're talking
He's way
about.
down there.
It's going to be Kyle's buggy is definitely going to be off the hook. I may or may not know a little something about
Is
it.
there anybody else out there?
You'd have to kill me to get it out of me, but it's definitely going to be different. It's definitely going to be special. Mark Nero is in the final stages of getting his buggy together. You saw, I mean, it really is the year of new buggies and refurbished buggies. Ryan Bramhall, a little project, turned into a huge project, which cost him the first 3 races of the season, but thankfully he's back. I've got some amazing pictures of the Hulk Buggy 2.0 up close and personal, and they are, would you not say, the nicest, prettiest welds you've ever seen laid on some tubing.
It's nicely done, that's for sure. Well, if he's ready to go, he probably doesn't want to come in here. Cash is reporting back on his mission. Hey, Cash, we had a question for you.
We got a question, Cash.
Do you ever feel like Luke Skywalker when he's pod racing?
I don't know. I never watched Star Wars.
That ain't right.
Seen Star Wars?
No, why is he going to see Star Wars?
What's
This is
wrong
racing,
with
baby.
you?
Unless Star Wars comes out with some UTV edition. What does he care about racing?
It's Star Wars.
Cash, who you bringing back for us, buddy?
Wait, what?
Who you bringing back? You couldn't get Timmy Cameron? I mean, he is your biggest fan.
He already went. Where's he?
I have no clue where he is.
Well, come on, Cash.
Come on, Cash.
We need you.
That's what's up, Cash. You got to earn this air conditioner in here.
That's not on right now.
I know it.
You don't even know.
Yes. Okay. People are asking where's everybody at. So while we're waiting, you see Agnes being hauled off. Bubba Bacon is currently holding down first place on hill number 1. Brandon Davis is currently in second place. Clint Evans in third, Timmy Cameron in fourth, Randall Key in fifth, the Raging Hornet, Team Raging Hornet in sixth, Ryan Broomhill in seventh, Sam Carter in eighth, Matt Shisla in ninth, Bobby Tanner in 10th, Ryan Boyd in 11th, and tied for 12th, we've got Timmy Bacon, Blake Schultz, Joe Pierce, Brian Dorsey, Will Stewart, Scott Goforth, and Team Kryptonite all. No, I'm sorry. Not Scott Goforth. Scott Goforth is in 12th place, and the rest of them are in 13th with
You keep
DNF.
calling Ryan Broomhill, and it's going to stick.
Well, I mean,
Everybody
it is
else is
Ryan
gonna call him
Broomhill. It's kind of a thing already, so
To you.
to me and the millions of others that tune into the podcast on a regular basis,
okay.
Ryan Broomhill is a thing. And where's Ryan from? Kind of like where I'm from. I'm from Manhattan.
Ryan's from Kansas.
Well, he's from Manhattan, Kansas. I'm from Manhattan, New York. Yeah, it's from Manhattan, Kansas, and he was a big sand dune guy, which
All right, we're getting a lot of requests for Will Stewart, so we'll find him eventually. Or
yeah,
we'll
we got to
send
get Will
cash.
Stewart in here. But look who's on the line, y'all. I see farmers. I see some big O
There
farmers.
is no mistaking the outline of that buggy, is there? Clayton Hollingsworth getting lined up and ready to go. Rob Duncan, I can't believe that he hasn't seen Star Wars either.
All right, y'all. On the count of three, I need you to share the feed, share the love. We really appreciate it, y'all. We hope you're enjoying the feed. We apologize for the for any technical difficulties during the UTV race. We really had to work through some stuff. Did a bunch of troubleshooting. And who are we referring to?
Clyde, which I wish everybody
Clyde.
could see right now because his hair is
Wow.
on point.
Yeah, it is rocking. He looks like, what's his name? Like our,
I don't know.
he could be on some Food Channel show, like Guy Fieri or something like that. Yeah. That's right, right. I saw that. I know Joe Pierce is going to be on that Anthony Bourdain show tomorrow. Yeah, bring Sam Carter in. We love Sam Carter. But we've got Clayton Hollingsworth on the line. Always exciting. Clayton's currently sitting in third place overall in the race for the championship cup. Well, we've got the course hot right now. Clayton Hollingsworth is on the line. Get in here, Sam. You got to see this Clayton run, buddy. Have a seat on the cooler. Or not the cooler. Have a seat on the guest chair.
About those tires on just cable hill.
They're real good for some hills, but on rock, apparently they're not doing real too good right now on the rock. But it's tough for any of the drivers right now. That's a good going buggy. He'll get up it.
That's Sam Carter joining us here in the trailer. If y'all got any questions, as always, drop them in a comment. Duly noted, Cassie. Thanks for the tip. All right, and Clayton finished with with a time of 64.26. What's it like out there, Sam?
It's fun. We should have had a good day. Everything's been kind of wet. Luckily, the rain held off and kind of dried down a little bit. That helped us a lot. It's going to be fun. It's a lot better than pouring down rain for sure. That makes it tough for anybody.
It looks like your buddy's on the line, huh?
Oh yeah, he's ready.
I didn't think he was.
This is his birthday weekend, so
Yeah, it is.
Good run.
That's right. I gave him a couple of.
Is this Forrest running for Roland?
Or is this Forrest running for Forrest?
So Forrest Kirkus is running for Roland Kirkus.
Come on now.
It's got a pretty good little dugout right there now. It's pretty difficult to get over that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can't see at the camera angle, but the bottom of the.
It's hard to tell from cameras on any of it. Y'all know how it is, but it sure is. It's a pretty good little washout right there now. And the water coming down, it makes it pretty tough.
We've seen several drivers taking that hard right line too, and I figured it was pretty dug out down there, especially on the left side.
A lot smoother. You just take a chance of flopping over, but that's a risk.
Yeah, we saw that happen.
That's a risk you got to take, though. Sure gives the fans something to look at too.
That's true. Cassie wants to know what happened in the UTV race. Were you having steering issues or something?
I've had trouble since I've got here with the razor and the bouncer, and we got it lined down, I thought, and I took off, and it was kind of twitching a little bit. Everything went good. Come down the hill and lost complete steering. Couldn't steer it nowhere, and I knew I was coming off the wall, and it's either hit the brakes and do a front flip or give it gas and hope you save it. And luckily I pulled out of it. I ripped the A-arm out of the frame. I was lucky enough to save it, keep on going. Got up to the top and broke a shift cable, so I couldn't back up, but it wasn't going to happen anyways. I was sure going to give it my all coming down it, but.
Hey Sam, where can your fans follow you?
I've got a Facebook and an Instagram.
Okay, just look up Sam Carter.
Yes, sir. Yep. There you go, Forrest.
Come on, Forrest. Get on up. Yeah.
Got a little bucking going on, but he's getting it.
That's right.
There he goes, out the top.
134.73. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2018 SRRS Round 2, sponsored by Holley EFI. We're really happy you're joining us. My name's Dave Z.
I'm Bree Molitor, and we have got Mr. Sam Carter joining us in the trailer right now. He was filling us in on his earlier UTV race.
And that looks like it for hill number 1, y'all. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to really quickly go through the standings on hill number 1, and then we're going to take about a 45-minute break, and we're going to come back with hill number 2. So currently for hill number 1, it's looking like Bubba Bacon took it with a 34.37. Brandon Davis ended up in second place. 34.74, excuse me. Brandon Davis with a 37.66. Clint Evans in third place with a 43.99. Timmy Cameron in fourth. And Randall Key in fifth with a 51.10. The Raging Hornet ended up in sixth. Ryan Bramhall on the Hulk Buggy in seventh. Sam Carter, sitting to my right, in eighth. Matt Schisler in ninth. Clayton in 10th. Bobby Tanner in 11th. Scott Goforth, 12th. Roland Kirkus in 13th. Ryan Boyd in 14th. And tied for 15th place with DNFs. They did not finish. Timmy Bacon, Blake Schultz, Joe Pierce, Brian Dorsey, Will Stewart, and Team Kryptonite. Man, what did you think about Agnes and that unfortunate accident out there?
It's just tough luck. Luckily, nobody got hurt. Luckily, Bobby Tanner and a lot of other people was able to get there quick as they could. I was all the way at the end of the park, so it took a minute to get over there. But
have you ever seen anything quite like that?
Oh yeah, it's just bad luck. I mean, it's just a freak accident to happen. You know, luckily nobody got burnt. You know, they had enough people there. A lot of the drivers helped get it out quick as possible, and just one of them things you never know when it's going to happen.
So, what do you think about the full car extinguisher system, the in-car?
I think it's a really good idea, especially for something like this. And if he was to be upside down, and or not him in general, but just any of us, it can happen to any of us anytime. If we are to fall over in a hill like that, and it's tough for the the other drivers or somebody to get to us. That's extra time, and for sure, knowing we're going to be safe for a few more seconds.
Yeah.
The fire company to come out to the last event, they were playing with it, testing it.
Everything's the fire aid. I think is a really good idea. It's really good stuff.
So Clyde's pushing hard for it, and you know what? It's pretty amazing and awesome for us to see the drivers are pushing for it just as hard as Clyde. So that's
an
amazing
home probably
thing.
Wonder why it took so long to get a fire out, but a lot of people don't understand that the fuel fire burns so hot and so fast that, and then with nitrous spraying on top of it that exploded, it's a really hot fire really fast. So it's difficult to get it out, especially when you got fuel spraying all over.
And that fire aid product is pretty amazing. They were doing some demonstrations last month, and those demonstrations were mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy how it works. Whoever invented it's done a really good job. I think it's a good product.
Well, Sam,
I've got some coming right now. I've been working, ain't had time to do it, but I've got some on the way, and I'm going to have it on all my rigs, even my personal trucks. I'm going to have it on.
Awesome.
It's good stuff.
We have one question for you real quick. Thomas Kendrick wants to know what got you started in the sport.
I've always trail rode all around, and four-wheelers and race four-wheelers all the time was real good, and had some pretty decent little crashes. And when I was like, well, I want a roll cage, got to razors and just got to riding a little harder, and started having fun, and started doing little local events racing, and started doing pretty good, and then kind of got real serious in it. And I seen the bouncers before I really knew what one was, and I thought they was pretty neat, and always wanted one, and finally got one, and just the adrenaline rush and it's a whole different feeling, and kind of upgraded, got the Predator buggy last year and done pretty good, had a lot of breaks, and a lot of crashes. And
what's it like seeing Blake Schultz beat your old buggy around?
That's good. I'm glad somebody still racing with it, and to see the buggy going around. I know it's tough, and it's real good with a new driver coming in, and just like everybody else, it's never done it. He's a good driver, just needs seat time like everybody else. I mean, everybody helps seat time.
Now, Sam, before we go, because we're probably going to cut off here in a minute or two, anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank everybody that's been here and been there to help me support and get me through, and good Lord above. I mean, couldn't be here without all the help of other people, and especially all the drivers. There's been a lot of them help me this week, and couldn't have done it without them. And I appreciate everybody. Yep, for sure.
Thanks for hanging out in the trailer with us.
All right. In about 45 minutes, we're going to be going to hill number 2, and we'll see you then. So we got some games to play here in a minute or two. How about that? Yeah, something new, something fun. So stick around, and we'll see you then.